So here's what I think. Dirty Harry is one of those movies that just hits different every time you watch it. You know what I mean, right? It's gritty, it's stylish, and it has that raw 70s energy no modern film can copy. And the weird part is, the behind the scenes stories are just as wild as the movie itself. Let me tell you 12 of the strangest, most surprising facts about this classic. Trust me, some of these will make you go, wait, what?
Fact 1. Clint Eastwood wasn't even the first pick. You won't believe this, but Clint Eastwood was not the studio's first choice for Harry Callahan. The role actually went to Frank Sinatra first. Yeah, Frank Sinatra. But Sinatra dropped out because he physically couldn't handle the 44 Magnum. His hand injury made it impossible to hold the gun. Can you imagine Sinatra squinting and saying, "Do you feel lucky?" It just doesn't fit, right? Sometimes the universe picks the right actor for a role.
Fact 2. The script was so dark, studios didn't know what to do with it. Well, Dirty Harry feels gritty even today, but back in 1971, this script scared the hell out of a few studios. They felt it was too violent, too cold, too real. The villain was disturbing for that time, and Harry's rogue attitude made executives nervous. Today, we're used to anti-heroes, but back then, this was like dropping a bomb in the middle of Hollywood.
Fact 3. Scorpio was based on a killer who was still on the loose. Here's something creepy. The villain Scorpio was inspired by the Zodiac Killer, and at that time, the real Zodiac hadn't been caught yet. Imagine watching a movie where the villain reminds you of someone who could literally be out there walking around. No wonder audiences felt uneasy. Fact 4. Andy Robinson looked too friendly for a psycho. You ever see an actor and think, nah, he's too nice for this role? That's exactly what happened with Andy Robinson. He had such a soft, gentle face that the makeup team had to toughen him up and give him a more unsettling look. And here's the funny twist. Robinson actually hated guns. He didn't even like violence. The man who played Scorpio was basically the opposite of Scorpio. Fact 5. Clint Eastwood secretly directed parts of the movie. So here's the thing. Don Siegel was the official director, but when he got sick during production, Eastwood stepped in. No drama, no ego, he just took the camera and kept things moving. He directed several scenes, including action moments. That's how confident he was even back then. And honestly, you can feel his touch in those smooth, minimalistic shots. Fact 6. The iconic line was improvised. We all know the line, "Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?" But the script originally had a long, messy version that just didn't work. Eastwood simplified it on the spot, and boom, one of the greatest movie quotes ever created. Sometimes less really is more. Fact 7. The Magnum was harder to get than you think. You might think a 44 Magnum would be easy for a Hollywood studio to grab, but nope. At the time, that gun was rare and hard to find. The props team hunted for it like it was some legendary treasure. And after the movie hit theaters, sales exploded. Dirty Harry turned that gun into a cultural icon. Fact 8. The bus kidnapping scene was shot guerrilla style. Here's something wild. That chaotic bus scene, the one where Scorpio hijacks a school bus, was shot without full city clearance. They were running out of time, the sun was setting, and they just went for it. It's that kind of bold filmmaking you don't see anymore. Fact 9. Andy Robinson's screaming was too real. During the scene where Harry beats Scorpio, Robinson screamed so realistically that the crew thought he was actually getting hurt. People started getting uncomfortable. That's how deep he went into the role. Even the crew forgot he was acting. Fact 10. Clint Eastwood did his own stunts. Of course he did. So Clint Eastwood really wasn't the type to sit back and let a stunt double take the risks. He did most of his own stunts, including that dangerous quarry chase. When people asked him why, he basically said, "If Harry does it, I do it." That's commitment, or maybe just stubbornness. What do you think? Fact 11, the ending nearly got changed. You know that final moment when Harry throws his badge away? The studio hated it. They wanted something more hopeful, more Hollywood. But Eastwood fought for that ending because it matched Harry's moral code. And honestly, it's perfect. It's one of the best endings of any 70s movie. Fact 12.
Dirty Harry accidentally created a new kind of movie cop. Here's something funny. The filmmakers weren't trying to create a trend, but Harry's tough, no-nonsense personality shaped Hollywood cop characters for decades. After this movie came out, suddenly every studio wanted their own Dirty Harry, the tough loner who breaks the rules. So yeah, those are some of the weirdest and coolest things about Dirty Harry. And honestly, the more you dig into it, the more you appreciate how bold this movie really was. If you enjoyed hanging out with me and talking about this classic, make sure you hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. I've got tons of old movie stories, weird facts, and behind-the-scenes stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss any of it. All right, see you in the next video.